A lot of what we do at E3 Solutions is based on the science of attachment, or adult attachment specifically. And this was, attachment theory was discovered in World War II by just a brilliant British psychiatrist by the name of John Bowlby. Now, Dr. Bowlby was working with soldiers, British soldiers, that were then suffering from what was called shell shock. Today we refer to shell shock as PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. So Bowlby was working with these soldiers and describing their symptoms. Meanwhile, elsewhere in Great Britain, there was another issue developing, and that was war orphans. Because bombs were very ineffective and inaccurate, obviously during World War II, there was a lot of collateral damage, including families. So the British, being very civilized, gathered these war orphans. Now, this is a cohort of people that had no one else on the planet to go to. No cousins, no aunts, no uncles. These were individuals that had no family members left whatsoever because they'd been killed. So they were put into homes where they could be fed and educated. But a terrible tragedy unfolds with these war orphans, whether they're babies, toddlers, tweens, and teens. They started dying, and dying in droves. And the medical community couldn't stop the death rate, in large part because they had no idea why these children were perishing, were dying. They did see similar symptoms in these children that Bowlby was seeing in the British soldiers. And so they asked Bowlby to come over and take a look at these war orphans and find out what's going on. And Bowlby discovered something. He discovered something that's been true about our species since the beginning, but no one had studied it in this way, had such an enormous number of people suffering from what we now refer to as emotional isolation. What Bowlby discovered is that we are hardwired as a species to have safe and secure connections with others. And when we have those connections, we can endure just about anything because we rely on those relationships to heal, to recover, to be nurtured. So the importance of having these safe and secure relationships isn't something we were just socialized to want after we were born. This is data that we're born with, the desire to have these safe and secure connections. Now, we take that research, which is now even more refined. In fact, there's lots of research now on the role of adult attachment in the workplace. We know that adults are connecting in the workplace, and we use that research and that data to help create these healthier cultures where people are able to find these conditions that their brain has really been looking for every day since birth.